Welcome back, everyone. I'm Rosemary Klein, and this is
Chef CT.
And we are Essenza Gusto. And we're here today in my kitchen. Oh my gosh, the chef is going to make us two fantastic pasta dishes with the same sauce. First, a gorgeous homemade gnocchi, and then secondly, a very beautiful homemade ravioli with ricotta and spinach. Is that right, chef?
Yes,
Ooh,
perfecto.
Yes. And of course, we can't leave out that this sauce is going to have some gorgeous, gorgeous lobster in it. And the lobster fish stock being made with the lobster pieces. So in today's recipe, we have Chef CT's homemade Marzano sauce. We have red onion, parsley, leeks. We have the homemade ravioli, the homemade gnocchi.
These are spring onion roots, chives, that are going to be used as garnish at the end of the presentation.
And the beautiful olive oil. Okay, here we go. All right, so now the assembly. Chef, show us what you're going to do.
Yes, we are going to, this is the kind of pot you want. So not too big, not too small, a little, you know, deep. We start with the onions, okay? This amount.
2 tablespoons.
We start with the leeks. This amount. Remember, more onion than leeks because leeks tend to give a sweet taste to it, okay? Then
our parsley.
Yeah, you don't need to chop it like we always do, like I put her in difficulty, because this eventually is gonna go into the mixer, so it doesn't have, it's a nice passato di pomodoro, like we call it. Then we are going to put a little bit of olive oil, which you can actually do that.
And how much?
2 tablespoons, which are 2 cups.
2 cups.
Then we're gonna put a little bit of water. As you always know, we do much more water than olive oil, just because we relate on the quality of the products. So could you put a little bit of water here?
Yes.
And then after that, we are always also going to put this fish stock that I already prepared as a base with the fish, and then I'm gonna just enrich it for about 10 to 15 minutes, boil it with the shells of the lobster, so it really has also that aftertaste within the sauce.
Enough water?
This is ready, but we forgot the salt.
Salt!
Right? Salt. 3 pinches of salt. We can always add later on, but it's important to have a little bit of a base, okay? Then all this goes in a pot like this, and it goes on the flame.
On the stove.
So we're gonna see on the stove now, okay? Here we are. The actual base that we did is actually sauteing beautifully, and it's releasing all the juices. And at this point, we put a little bit of the fish stock that we've put aside to boil with the shells, and we let it sit for another 2 minutes, and then we add the tomato.
So now it's time to put in some milk, Chef, about half of this?
Yes, half of that.
All right, here we go.
That's great.
Good.
Rosie.
And
a tad of white wine.
all of this?
No, just a bit. The other one I'm gonna drink.
The rest? Okay.
Bring the flame to the lowest part so the milk does not boil.
Okay.
And we're good to go. Another 2 minutes, Rosemary, and we can put everything in the mixer.
So now what I'm doing as Chef CT's #1 assistant is putting half of this mixture into this frying pan and half into that, because we have these 2 fabulous pastas.
Okay, now we put the sauce back in after we've mixed it, and now it's the time, after a minute and a half that it's actually cooking again, it's time to add the final touch of the lobster, which has to cook not too much, about a minute and a half, like shrimps. And we put it in both sauces, so they're both, you know, have a nice quantity of lobster. And then we wait that minute and a half. Meanwhile, we are going to put the pasta inside the boiling water. Okay, both of the pastas. The ravioli first, because they take like a couple of minutes more, and then the gnocchi as well.
here we are at the most best time. We're going to toast this fantastic wine.
Yes,
Tell us, please.
we've already presented this wine once before in one of our dishes, but we would like to represent it today just because we think it's a perfect combination with pasta and fish inside, and fish in general. So it's vete, as you can see, and it's from the east of Italy, and we just hope you love it, you love the wine, and of course the dish.
Delicious.
And now it's time to try, after buon appetito. Buon appetito! Please.
Okay.
Which one are you going first?
I'm going for gnocchi first.
Okay,
oh my
gnocchi
gosh.
first.
This has been smelling so amazing that I've been dying to try.
So the gnocchi are supposed to be soft. They're not supposed to be tough.
Oh, they're not tough. I want to get a piece of that lobster.
Go ahead, please. Now basta. I want to eat it. I want to try it.
That
Very
is
good.
delicious. And now?
And now we go for the raviolo.
This is a very special day because 2 dishes in one. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And here we go.
So this I actually made last night at home so that we could show you
The ravioli.
The ravioli and the gnocchi as well.
Delicious, guys. We love you. See you next time. Thanks for joining us. Essenza di gusto.
Buon appetito!
Bye. Mwah.